Hi, my name is Gwen. A few years ago, when my son was in 3rd grade, he really had trouble learning his times tables. So every weekend from his teacher, his homework would be for the weekend from Friday to Sunday to learn one of the times tables lines. So it would be either the 2s or the 5s or the 7s or the 8s. So if it were the 2s or the 5s, of course it was no problem and he wouldn't cry or get upset about it. He would just do it because they're easy, right? But when it were the 7s or the 6s or any of the other ones, very often when he didn't feel like studying, he would cry and he would get upset and he would be unmotivated because he just was not able to memorize the lines, or he would be sitting there and calculating 7, 14, 21 and so on. And they were supposed to do those times tables without their fingers. During that time I came across Vedic math, and this is what really changed everything for us, because within 3 days of using this ancient Indian method, he was able, it was 3 days practicing 15 minutes, 15 minutes all in all, 45 minutes, and he knew his times tables. And the clue there is you don't teach the kid to memorize it, or you don't use rote memory in order to make them remember or learn by heart those different rows. No, the trick there is you teach, or we teach the kid how to be able to calculate all those problems just as fast as other kids take to recall. So when another child sits there and makes 7, 14, 21, your child can say, okay, 3 times 7 is 21, without even having to think for a very long time. And this is what we're trying to do. Vedic math has this way around the problem, where you always use you use the most easy way. You can go from left to right, from right to left, and you can always use that kind of calculation that suits your thinking style most. So there's not one right way, but there are many right ways that lead to the right result. And what we're training here is really mental math, so that you and your child will both learn how to calculate even quite difficult problems in your mind, in your head, and you can just use a pen and a paper. And usually you have this what is called the one-line method in Vedic math, where you just basically write down the result, and it's always quicker, and it is because it's quicker and it's more easy, it's less prone to make mistakes. So why don't you join me, and we'll just do kind of a test lesson just with some fun stuff that we can do together, and you can show your child just how bright he or she is. So let's go on and do some math together. So for all of those questions, the base of course is 10. The difference from 10 to 14 is plus 4, and the difference to 12 is plus 2. Across 14 plus 2 is 16. 4 times 2 is 8. So our result is 168.